Girl, stop playing.
Yeah.
To another episode of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. It's your favorite homegirl, Coriel, here to encourage you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. Y'all already know that I believe you can make the money and you can get the honey. You can have it all as long as you are willing to work. And today is a super special show, because we got some special people in the studio. But before I introduce you to today's guest, I got to let y'all know that this episode is brought to you by Work University, which happens to be the first Black woman-owned online trade school on a mission to connect Black women all around the world to the resources that they need to turn their existing skills into new streams of income. If you want to learn more about connecting with our content, our curriculum, and our community, make sure you tap the link below or log on to workuniversity.com. So, without further ado, y'all, we got a couple in the building, y'all. Show them. They looking good, too. Okay, so anytime that I have the opportunity, the pleasure, the honor of having a healthily, I don't know if that's the word, but a happily, healthily married couple in the studio, I'm always excited because, you know, the majority of my audience is single women, and to be able to hear from the two of y'all together to get the real deal, that's always special. So I like to let my guests introduce themselves, though, so we can put some respect on your name. So Sanchez and Sydney Berry are in the building. Sanchez, go ahead and give yourself an introduction.
Yo, what's up, you guys? I'm Sanchez Berry. I'm a serial entrepreneur and try every entrepreneurship journey there is. Now I'm a beauty spa owner, car detailing, just about everything. I teach entrepreneurship now, and I'm a father.
Yes.
And a husband.
Yeah. I say, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Come on, wife duties.
Oh.
Hey, Sydney.
Hi, I am Sydney. I'm Sanchez's wife. I'm a mother. I am also an esthetician, a licensed esthetician, and an entrepreneur as well. And yeah, I'm here to talk more with you.
Yes, I'm excited. This is Sydney's first podcast.
Yes,
y'all.
so I'm a little nervous, y'all.
So don't be nervous. This is like the best first podcast that you could be on, because I'm literally your favorite homegirl. We're gonna make sure we get you together. Thank you. Okay, so of course, listen, I'm excited to have y'all here. You talked a little bit about, that's going to be my first question as far as your experience with entrepreneurship, because in addition to my audience being majority single women, a lot of them are aspiring entrepreneurs as well. And so you mentioned that you are a serial entrepreneur, that you done tried it all. What has been some of like the trials and tribulations of your entrepreneurial journey?
I would say just being patient and going through the process, enjoying the process. I was homeless for 9 months.
That don't sound enjoyable.
It became enjoyable.
Okay, you made it. You made it work.
I made it enjoyable because I started researching stuff, and I started learning more about myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most key thing, and I enjoyed that process of learning more about myself. But it's been good having time freedom and having more time with my wife and my son.
So was the homelessness before marriage?
Yes.
Was you homeless? Look at her face.
No.
She's like, no, I was not out there with him.
Yes, it was before. We were dating, though.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Switching gears. Sydney, you were dating a homeless man. How did that, how? Tell us about it.
I don't know how. Actually, when I think back on it, I'm like, why? You know, like where was my mind at? But I'm trying to think what year it was. We were probably like 3 years in when he was homeless. He was living at the gym. And
At his gym?
Okay. And he did the workouts, did the classes, and he would go to the other gym, like LA Fitness, take a shower, and then do it all over again. And on the weekends, we would go to his mom's house, and like that's when I would come in. I was there every weekend with him.
You like, I'm not coming to the gym, but I'm coming to the house.
Yes.
Wow. Listen. So now, if this wouldn't have worked out, that would have been a different story to tell. But the fact that it worked out, the fact that you worked through it, I think that is a testament to like your, I don't want to say loyalty, but your dedication and devotion, because a lot of women in these ATL streets would have been like, homeless who?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
But he always had it in him. Like, and when we first started dating, it wasn't like I met him homeless. When we first started dating, he was in school, like he graduated. He moved to Chicago. I mean, he had a nice condo in Chicago. So I knew it was temporary. I knew it wasn't like this was his life.
You're just a homeless man.
Right.
This is just a season that you're in.
But I can't believe it was 9 months. That was a long time. When I think back on it, I'm like, I don't know what I was doing, but yeah.
The thing
temporary.
is, though, I think that makes it probably was a little bit easier for you is that like you were homeless in your business. You know, so you were obviously building something. You were obviously on your way to a destination. You didn't get stuck there. And 9 months is, you know, a long time, but it was a part of your journey that, you know, a priceless part of your journey. Because like you said, it taught you so much about you, about yourself. And that was like your loyalty, testing your loyalty to this entrepreneurship thing, because what we all know, I'm sure, is that entrepreneurship is one of the riskiest things that you can do. You know, you can start a business and it could be going well. Shout out to 2020 because we was doing good in 2020, baby. That was a great year.
Best year.
Best year ever. You could be having a 2020 year and then 2021 roll around and it just ain't what it was, right? The money just isn't rolling in like it was. And so you have to be really down for entrepreneurship because entrepreneurship ain't always down for you.
Was better than my 2017. Like I look at my 2017, I got through that.
Yeah.
Being homeless, I'm like 2020,
you can do anything. Yeah, you could do, listen, you can do anything. So what, did you get judged at all while you were dating a homeless man? I'm sorry to keep calling you a homeless man, but
I was homeless.
No, I don't think anyone really knew, right?
No, nobody knew.
No one really knew.
No,
like, I don't even
Okay.
think his clients knew.
okay.
They probably knew because the clothes in the bag.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really knew, but my mom, I can't quite really remember where her head was at. I don't think I told my mom either. It was low key.
Got
No one
you.
knew.
And that's one of those things, though. It's like, I mean, I'm a pretty private person, so I don't be telling people anything. But that's one of those things that it's not something that you probably want to broadcast because people probably would judge you. And like you said, hindsight being 20, you're like, how the hell was I doing that?
Yeah.
You don't need that in your ear while you're going through something, you know, because he needed you to be down with him, and you obviously were, and you know.
And yeah, I don't think anyone knew because then what client would really want to come there if they know you're sleeping there?
That's the thing. People want to support you when they think you're successful. But if they think you're struggling, then they're like, I don't want to be a part of this struggle. Even though nothing was different about how you were running a gym, who you were as a person. But, you know, the whole perception is reality thing. If people perceive you to be struggling, then
They don't want to get the money to
they don't want to get
it.
Right.
No,
right.
Why is it like
they
that?
want to give you the money when you pulling up, riding clean, you know,
That's
when
it.
they think you already doing it big. That is wild. So I know that you are newer to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
What made you get into entrepreneurship?
Well, so I was forced into it pretty much. Into entrepreneurship. I was working at a lash bar in Atlanta, and I actually loved it. I loved the whole concept of it, but the management, it just didn't go well. So this was like December 2019. So I was like, okay, Sanchez was tired of me complaining about it. At the time, I had already had my license, my aesthetic license. So when I got it, his whole thing was, well, you should do this, you should do that. And I was like, as far as like opening a place. And I just was like, I didn't see that in my future because of everything he had been through. So I was like,
You like, I'm not about to be homeless in this lash bar.
I was like, I don't want to do that. I want something that's more stable. Like, I want to know what I'm bringing in. So anyway, he was tired of me complaining, and I had already had clients on the side, and I was working out of my apartment. We had a 2-bedroom apartment. So January 1st, 2020, I didn't go back, and I just started trapping out my second bedroom.
Trapping out the bando.
Yeah.
And then when did you decide, okay, it's time to take it from home to...
So the pandemic happened in March. So, right? March?
Yep.
So honestly, I was getting my unemployment checks, and I had nothing to do with it. It was just sitting there. So Sanchez, so I have a beauty bar. I didn't say that in my introduction. So I have a beauty bar, and Sanchez's gym used to be there.
Okay.
So he was looking at another place in the same plaza, and we would just take walks, and I'd be like, well, that'd be so cool if I could just be in the same plaza as you. Like, we would just say it. And then, like I said, I was getting the money was coming in. So
them checks was flowing. Baby,
Yeah.
I heard about them checks. If I could have figured out a way to get them checks.
And my unemployment, I really got approved. Like, I didn't even get approved for a lot of money, but once they added like the 600 or something like that. Anyway, so
That little bonus they was giving out.
So I added it all in. I had nothing to do with it. And so he moved into another location in the same plaza. And then I moved in there and I just put all my money towards it, like rebuilding it completely.
I love it. So y'all are really doing this power couple thing.
Yes. So Sanchez was like, okay, yeah, you have to, it's time for you to move out.
I couldn't cook. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't move.
Because the ladies was coming in and out.
Yeah.
I wanted
it was
to
too
smell
much.
clean. You know, people already judge you because you're in your house. And so I wanted people.
First of all, everybody was in their house. Okay. Did you tell people that you... Did
I
you
didn't
tell
tell
people?
No.
So you just gave them the address and then they showed up and it was your house? You did?
No, I did tell people.
Okay.
But not in my booking. I didn't tell
See,
people.
she ain't tell people. Let me tell you how many times that happened to me.
Really?
Yes, and I would be like...
I didn't tell people.
There's a gate, you know, because when you on the way, they
But
like
I
put
would
this in the
call.
gate. This is the gate code. I'm like, for an apartment complex?
Yeah,
you don't know until you get there.
You know.
But y'all had to do what
But
you had to
I
do.
would call, like, after they would book, I would call, and then I would let them know. I would inform them, like, it is a... But
Did you have a no refunds policy so they couldn't cancel anyway? You did. She did. I know how y'all was getting down. It's cool. It's cool. I know how y'all was getting down.
The policy was very low. The deposit was very low.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to ask because I remember pulling up. I think I was getting I don't even know what it was, a facial or something. And I was like, on the way, because, you know, you just put an address in. You don't know where you're going. But I pull up to the apartment gate, and I'm just like, sis, you could have warned me. You know,
I'm gonna tell you before you get to the apartment. I'm gonna tell you.
girl,
after
she
you
did
book your
not. She
appointment.
did
Yes,
not
I'ma
tell me.
you.
She had these lengthy instructions, this crazy cancellation policy, and I'm thinking, okay, she's like super professional, and then it was an apartment bill. I'm like, sis, you could have put that in the terms and conditions, but it's okay. Y'all had to do what y'all had to do, and it was COVID, so it wasn't a lot of options.
I didn't want to put like on my. I was a little scared because I didn't want people to
know this was
that,
your house. Yeah.
Oh, home base. Like I didn't want them to know until after they paid me.
I mean, it worked out. See, she like, I got a spot
Get the
now,
money
so I can
first.
tell y'all. I can tell y'all. Okay, that's the thing, though. I think though, with dating an entrepreneur, we're always going to be thinking about. Like my husband be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me, because I'll be like, baby, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this. You know, you could be doing that. You know, you could be doing this. So him looking at you and the skills you have, I'm sure he was on you. Like,
Oh yes,
it's time to make something shake, and you did.
I did.
But listen, this brick and mortar thing, entrepreneurship already crazy, risky. Brick and mortar, a totally different beast. How? Well, don't even tell me how, because I feel like I feel like it's an everyday thing. You just figuring it out. What would be your advice for someone who is interested in maybe going from home based to brick and mortar, or going from, you know, online business to like retail? What's your advice for successfully sustaining a brick and mortar? Because this is what, your second location?
My second location.
So
yep.
what would
In
your
7
advice
years.
be?
My advice would be start small. Like, you know, people say dream big, but I saw a lot of big gyms and stuff close down because of the overhead. So I would say start small and just start there, and it'll make everything else better. Me starting off a small location helped me get through COVID and able to expand to another location. I just didn't want that many responsibilities. Bigger gym, bigger bills, more clients I need. I didn't want that.
To even maintain.
Yeah. So definitely just start with where you are, with what you have. If I can give anybody any advice from what we did, one side of her thing was spa. On the other side, I was printing T-shirts. So we
You
split the
getting it
room.
how you
That's when we were in the
live.
house.
Okay,
Yep.
Gotcha.
So-
When we were in the house, we split the room. Oh my
Split
The
God.
extra
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Girl, you made it through it. It's okay. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed.
Oh my
It's okay.
God. I'm kind of like, golly.
But my clients loved it. They came back.
Listen, if the service is what it is, you know, nobody, and by the time you there, what can I do? You
Once
know?
you close,
No complaints,
your eyes
no complaints.
closed.
Yeah.
Right, my eyes are closed, whatever. One time it was like a basement apartment. I was
For your
mad.
facial?
The facial was at a basement apartment. It was something else. I don't remember what it was that I got. I don't know, but the basement apartment had me hot. I'm not gonna lie, because you know the basement apartments where you got to go down them
Yeah.
back stairs.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, girl, but on Instagram it looked like just a luxurious facial
yeah.
experience, and I was like, wow,
I'm
you
not
got
mad
me.
at it 'cause I did
You
it,
got
so.
me, yeah. You know, y'all been through it. With brick and mortar, though, I got to be honest. The thing that scares me is like the time commitments. How do you balance, and do you have to balance? Like, are you still at the point, or I don't even know if it ever changes, where you have to like be there all day, or no?
I actually just hired someone. I just hired my first lash tech.
Come on, hiring.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is a lot of work. you just have to try to be as organized as you can be, which is hard. Like I have lists everywhere, but she has helped me a lot. So I would say delegate. Like don't try to do so much. Like when I first moved in, my place is kind of big, so I was just like overwhelming myself. Like from a small room, it's easy to decorate, but when you're in a storefront, it's a lot. Like it's a lot of pressure. So, like recently, I just hired someone to like design my whole place because I'm like I can't.
It's a lot to take on.
It's like too much. So I would say delegate. Try to give other people jobs. Like you really cannot do everything. So. That's my advice.
Yeah, delegation is key. We both just went through the hiring process. So with the gym, I got hours in the morning, I got hours in the afternoon.
Are you training people too?
I am still training people. We do group classes.
Okay.
So I'll train in the morning, and I have an assistant that trains in the afternoon. So being in it 7 years, I'm finally hiring. That's the best thing I could ever did. Just start hiring.
That's the hardest thing too.
It is.
It's hard.
I got trust issues.
Hire from within.
Like your clients?
Yes, my clients. So if I see somebody standing out, I'll just say, hey,
come
you
on
ever thought
in
about this?
Yeah.
And everybody already like them.
Oh, sorry. I hired one of his clients' daughter. So
okay.
It's, but it is hard. It is hard to hire because it's different, and then you're paying more money out. So it's definitely
it's a different
ball
thing.
Game.
Girl, you run that first payroll, you be like, oh, payroll taxes, baby. They gonna get that money. They gonna get that money. What was I about to ask you? You said you hired people. No, that wasn't it. I had a good question. What was it?
I probably interrupted you.
No, you didn't. You're good. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask. This is for you. But Sanchez got some ladies down at that gym. So I had Mr. and Mrs. 2 weeks out here a while ago. It was like episode 2 or 3, like a long time ago. But one of the questions that I asked Halani was, do you be getting mad when he be posting? Because, y'all know Jason. Jason be real, with the camera. I don't know if you be doing all of that. I don't know. But you do be having a lot of ladies at the gym. How do you feel about it?
Ladies, too.
How do you feel about it? Do you ever feel some type of way?
In the beginning, I was young. I was 20, 21. It was very strange. I was like, what? Like, I would just pop up to the classes.
See what's going on up in here.
But now, no. Honestly, everyone that's at the gym, everyone's so cool. Like, it's a smaller gym. Like, I feel like they have a big gym, so they got a lot of people coming in and out. Our gym is really small. It's really, like, family-oriented. Like, it's a lot of wives there, a lot of mothers. It's really, we don't really have a lot of
dotting and bopping out there.
Yes,
okay.
like, not really. It's really, and the women look good, but, I don't know, and Sanchez always, as soon as I walk in, he just, like, introduces me to everyone. Everyone's really nice.
This my wife. He'd be like, this my wife, ladies.
That's me.
He's very, yes.
My wife, my son, my son.
But yeah, in the beginning, it was definitely like an adjustment because I was young and I had never dealt with, this is different, a trainer, beautiful women. But no, now it's nothing like.
They love her. They love her, actually.
Yeah. Now I'm like, she looks good, but whatever. Like,
okay, I just be wondering. Okay. So I want to know how long did y'all date before you got engaged and married?
5 years.
She got the numbers.
5 years.
The ladies always got the numbers. The men be like, what was it, baby?
That was mine.
That was the max?
Yeah.
Girl, was you looking at the clock like, bro? I was doing that. I was doing that.
Yeah, I actually found out about, what did I find out?
About the engagement.
Yeah, I found out he was going to propose to me. I didn't know how he was going to do it, though. That was a surprise. But I knew he was going to propose.
You were being nosy. What were you doing? How did you find out?
I found out because I was about to graduate aesthetics school, and I was like, it'd be really cute if you just like propose to me now that I'm about to graduate.
You were making suggestions,
yes.
girl.
I was really forward about it, and so he kind of lied about it. Oh no, I didn't find out about the proposal. I found about we were going out of town. Okay, yeah. I didn't find out about the proposal. I found out we were going out of town, like out the country, and that was my first time going out the country. He like slipped up and told me. That's why I found out. But the proposal, that was definitely a surprise.
Because he proposed. Tell him how you proposed. Because it was just so cute. I saw it today.
We was on the way to Aruba, and I was just like, you know what? It'd be pretty cool to propose to her on the plane. And I was like,
It was like
man,
at the movie,
I gotta make it happen. If I don't make it happen on the plane, I gotta do something at the
I
hotel.
couldn't believe it. That was crazy.
And we got to the airport, and I was trying to leave her. I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. She's like, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, bro, like, let me go talk to the people. So we on the flight, and I'm nervous. I'm like, they said they're gonna come get me, and we've been on the flight like 2 hours. I'm like, bro, when y'all gonna come? And they end up bringing us some drinks. And I was like, she was like, that's pretty cool. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're nice. Like, we didn't pay for
like they
this.
just giving out drinks. And then this,
The
Flight
attendant.
he was like, so and so won something. Like, they had a game. Like, you won some points. And they called Sanchez's name. And I was like, what? You won something? Like, that's so cool. And then he proposed to me. And I was like, what?
On the
I was
loudspeaker.
so shy. I was like, cannot believe you're doing this.
yeah.
It was amazing.
And she said she
Love
didn't
it.
want a big proposal.
I
So I
did.
was like, okay, this not
You get
too
what
big.
you get, girlfriend.
Yeah.
You get
I'm
what
happy
you
I had it
get.
'cause I didn't get my wedding, so because of COVID.
And it was special. You said you didn't get a wedding? So
it was
y'all-
very small.
You know, that was a real thing. I feel like COVID messed up so many things. You feel some type of way about it? You still feel some type of way?
No.
Okay.
I've
It's
actually-
okay if you do. It's okay if
COVID
you
was
do.
a blessing.
COVID was,
I fully
COVID
accepted
was a
it,
blessing for my business, but it
Business.
messed up some.
Yeah, dream.
Yeah, it did. I got engaged April of 2020. So literally like right
When
when
it started.
yes. And it's like everything, all of your dreams just down the drain because COVID
Wait,
don't care
so
about
did you have
nothing.
your wedding?
I postponed it to 2021. So
Okay.
beginning of 2021 we ended up
so
having
we were
it.
kind of out. We were out.
Kind of. Yeah, we were kind of. Well, Atlanta, we was outside, but you know the things was still closed. But yeah, it's okay if you do feel some type of way because that's a thing, you know. Okay, so I want to ask you though, what made y'all know that the other person was the person? Like, what was different?
I say the chemistry, like it's like best friends. It's no pressure. It's like as soon as I met him, I knew. It took him a minute, but as soon as I met him, I was like, "This is my husband," because it was just we meshed. It was just perfect.
Yeah, we would like hang out every weekend.
yeah.
Like once I just started thinking about it at that 5-year mark, I already knew I had about 5 years. Like where I come from, people don't get married. So I was like, you know, this is kind of different. Maybe I can just try it out. But once I started thinking back, I was
Try
like,
it out. You like, I'm gonna give it.
I was like, I was like, man, I don't want to start over. I ain't starting over, and man, this is my best friend. We literally talk every day since we ever met.
For sure.
So I just knew I didn't want to
It's
go a day
nothing
without
but
talking
jokes
to her. All
around
day.
us. Yeah.
You know, every time I ask that question, that is the common denominator. It's like we were friends. Like we have a friendship. We actually like each other outside of like the rainbows and butterflies and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like we like each other, and I feel like that is. I'm only 2 years in, y'all, so I don't really
Us
be.
too.
I don't really be knowing what I'm talking about, but I feel like the friendship is really what, like the fact that the foundation is friendship. I think that's gonna get us through so many things, many challenges, so many. Deep, tough conversations. It's like we actually like each other, so we have something to fall back on outside of just like, do I feel in love with you today?
Right.
Speaking of, y'all are new parents.
Yes.
They have the cutest little boy, y'all. He kind of look like he could be my baby cousin, right? They're super cute, Sonny, and his name is Sonny, which I think is the cutest thing in the world. How did that, or did it change your relationship at all? Because I think that we were in Clearwater, and he was talking to my husband, and you said something, and I just remembered it, but you literally said that you felt some type of way, or not felt some type of way, but her being pregnant was hard for you because you felt like it was your best friend, like it took your best friend, like you lost your best friend for that period. I was like, I wonder if my man felt like that, you know, because I think pregnancy is like prison. It's like you are locked up. Like you can't do any of the fun things that you want to do. Your life is not your, like it's a thing for
so
us.
hard.
But I never thought about it from the partner's perspective. Don't be laughing at me. Pregnancy is prison, ladies. Y'all know it is.
Yeah, that's a good.
How did it, or did it? I keep saying how did it because I'm making an assumption, but do you think it changed your relationship? at all?
It made us stronger. Like me seeing my wife go through all that, I'm like, damn, I wish I could have went through it for her. You know what I mean?
Put on one of them pregnancy suits. I keep telling Kendrick, I'm gonna buy you one of them bellies. Think you could go through it.
But yeah, I was just like, it was amazing just to see the whole process, man. Seeing a baby go from in the womb to now. I'm
But
like,
during pregnancy, did you feel something?
not really, man. I just felt like we was going through it together.
You ain't go through it though.
I ain't go through it.
I hate when men be saying that.
I I think he went through something, but I was really going through it.
Really? For real
I
going
was really
through
going
it.
through it. And I think like once we had Sunny,
I love that his name is Sunny.
you.
That's just the cutest thing.
thank
Sorry.
you. Once we had him, it was tough, but we have a lot of help. Like my mom was there whenever, and then
She lives local.
she actually lives an hour away.
Okay.
But she would come
That's local, girl.
Okay, so local. She would come like every weekend. His mom actually works at Sunny's daycare. So like we drop him off.
Y'all
She's
got
right
it made in
there.
the shade.
It's like, God, so good. Like just drop him off. He got his bowl of oatmeal ready for him.
Yes,
so
it works.
I'd say like help. We had a lot of help, and that's what really.
I would say
during,
after the baby though.
After the baby.
After the baby, it was like tough on me because I was trying to stay at home, knowing that normally I'm out roaming the streets from like 12
He was
to
like
5.
a stay-at-home dad for a minute.
And that was killing me, man. I saw myself gaining so much weight, and I was just like,
Oh my God,
this
poor
is
you.
not- I'm like, no, this cannot be real. Like parent is different parents, you know. Like
Yeah.
I want to provide the money and stuff like that, but like the time, I can do a couple hours, man. But like a whole day,
A whole
I'm
day.
drained.
Welcome to motherhood.
Yeah, I salute y'all. Y'all are warriors.
I saw a meme that was like, in my next life, I want to be a dad. Dads get to, y'all get to
do whatever.
do whatever. Live your best life. Be out here. The 1 hour. I be looking at Kendrick like, bro, it's been 1 hour. You drained. You need to go get a drink. It's been 1 hour. What are you talking
Literally,
about?
yes. If he's watching him all day, he has to leave. He leaves.
You got to get out the
Once I get
house.
home.
I gotta go, man.
That is wild. So,
Ridiculous.
but one thing I did feel like personally, and y'all can tell me what your experience was, because we were such good friends, I feel like there was a change after, because it was like this, and we was like kicking it, you know, like hanging out, doing all of the things that homies do, right?
Yeah.
Then we became parents and life got serious. You know, it's like we have real responsibilities. Like we are actually responsible for this human being. And so I feel like that did not necessarily change in a bad way, but it was all new because we couldn't just rip and run and go when we felt like it and just be all about each other. We now had to consider somebody else. So do you feel like that took a toll at all?
Yeah, same with us. Like the money that we were bringing in, it's like, okay, now we have a child. That's why I hired. So I'm like, okay, now it's time to expand, because when I left work, you know, I had nothing coming in for those 2 months I was out. You know what I mean? We were good because of Sanchez, but still, like, when you're used to seeing that, it just stops. So that's why I'm like setting her up now, because I do want another baby another year or two. So I'm setting my business to run without me. So that was definitely a lesson learned.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
We're expanding.
That made us want to hire, because I want to spend more time with my family. I always told myself I want to be able to take my son to school every day, which I do, and be able to see him after he gets off the bus or gets home. So family time is my greatest achievement. And
Come on, greatest achievement. I love it. Okay, but you didn't tell me, Sanchez, what was different about Sydney?
Ask the question one more time.
What was different? What made you say, okay, she's it. I can see she's wife material at least. Maybe, you know, I don't know that I'm going to marry this girl, but there's something in her that makes me want to at least explore.
I would say, I hope it don't come off crazy.
Look at her face. It's already crazy.
She was just a person, she listened.
Ooh!
What
you mean? What
She
you mean,
listened,
Sanchez?
like, you know what I mean? Like, I would give her, you know what I mean? We would come up with different strategies and stuff like that, and she would go through with them. And I saw that she was loyal, and she was just nice. You know what I mean? And she was.
That's
her
the
being
thing. You would
nice,
be
like,
surprised how many times I've heard that.
And she wasn't broken or nothing like that. So that really helped out, because she came from a good foundation. So I was like, hey, I like this. You know what I mean? Even though I was in college, I'm like, nah, this gonna be the one.
Got
bro.
something going here.
Yeah. So I had to
love
see what
it.
that experience was.
Let's see what that be like. Okay. Okay. And it worked
It's very
out.
peaceful, man. It's a peaceful life. We live a peaceful life. Everything that we do, able to spend more time with our kids.
Our kid.
Our kids.
He's speaking the other one into
Kids.
existence.
I was about to say.
And we just close to our business. Everything just, life is amazing.
It flows. Life is amazing. God is good. I love it. Okay. We got to get into this game, though, y'all. So if y'all didn't know, your girl dropped Pull Your Card. You can go to pullyourcard.com and get you a deck. Add some spice to your next girls' night, game night, family reunion, whatever you like to do. The link is down below. And we even added like some buttons or something down below. YouTube got some new features, okay? So you could literally just click the little button, you'll see the deck. But inside of Pull Your Card, there are 5 different games. There's Taboo inside, there's Heads Up, Never Ever Have I Ever. It gets a little spicy, but I'm not going to do that to y'all today. We're going to play this or that, okay? So real easy. I'm going to give y'all 2 choices. You just pick one.
Got it.
Super easy. First of all, how old are y'all? Because you said something about being 21. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, baby. How old are you?
30. I'm about to be 31.
Okay, you at least crossed over 30. Okay, so you might be able to answer
I'm about
these.
to be 28.
You don't get no points for that. Okay. So, Fresh Prince or Martin?
Martin.
Fresh
all
Prince.
day. Martin.
Okay, we can agree on that. Okay. Do y'all prefer hotel or Airbnb?
Hotel.
Hotel.
Okay, y'all agree on that.
You like hotels?
We ain't went to no Airbnb, so.
This one is for you, Sydney.
Okay.
Insecure or Power?
Oh.
Do you not watch them?
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been kept up with Insecure though. My life is crazy. I like Insecure better
Okay.
because happy place. Power stresses me out.
You know,
but I
Power
still
is
watched it
stressful.
all.
Do you watch the spinoffs?
No,
No?
I did a couple of times.
Girl,
A couple of episodes
Girl.
I watched.
you got to get caught up. It's some wild stuff happening. Do you watch? Did you watch Power? Do you watch Power?
We watched.
we
Kinda,
watched a
sorta.
little bit of it.
Okay.
No, honey, we watched the whole thing.
Oh, well, we watched the whole
We
thing.
watched the whole thing.
He said you watched it. I was asleep. Okay. If you could choose between an 800 credit score or $50,000 cash, which would you choose?
I would choose the 800 credit score to leverage it.
Oh.
Spoken like a true entrepreneur there.
say,
You want that cash money?
Cash.
Okay, she said give it to me right now. I don't want to even wait to
Yeah,
leverage
take
nothing.
cash.
Do you prefer to listen to the radio or listen to an album?
Album.
An album. I choose the album.
Album. Okay. Last but not least, night out on the town or Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill for me.
Netflix and chill. I would love to say night out, but it's always Netflix and chill.
Which do you prefer? You prefer the night out then?
I prefer. It depends on my mood, so I'm gonna just say Netflix and chill
Okay.
because usually I like to be at home, so I'll say Netflix and chill.
Okay. Do you fall asleep?
No, I'll be up. He'll fall asleep though.
You the sleeper? Okay.
Oh, no.
Girl, I'd be like, oh, what we watching? But the credits are it'll still be saying what we watching and I'm asleep. Okay. I enjoyed y'all. How was your first podcast interview?
That was good. It
You
wasn't so
survived,
bad.
right? It was easy. I didn't ask you nothing you didn't know.
Nope.
Okay, so
great.
before I let y'all get out of here, though, you got to look right here in this camera. They already scrolled your social media across the bottom, but name of your business, where people can find you since you are here in ATL, let them know.
Okay, well, my business is called SR Beauty Bar. We are located in Duluth, Georgia. You can go to srbeautybar.com. And yeah, I can't wait to see. We do customized facials and lash extensions.
And it's not out the house. Okay, Sanchez.
Is that our house?
I'm Sanchez. My Instagram is Mr. Health and Wealth. All Around Fitness is in Duluth, Georgia. Come by for a free workout. Tell them that you've seen us on the show.
Yes.
I also teach mentorship for entrepreneurs that are trying to take their business to the next level. So just get at me, DM me, go click the link in the bio to sign up for Entrepreneurship Jumpstart this Sunday. Whenever this comes out, we probably have an episode coming out that Sunday.
And it's $1.
It's $1.
$1 holla.
quarters.
Get in where you fit in. You got $1 to invest. All right, y'all. Another bomb episode with a beautiful black couple, y'all, right here on Girl Stop Playing. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of the amazing content that we are bringing y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Bye.
Girl, hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. This channel is all about encouraging you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. And comment below and let me know what you want to see on the next video. Peace out.